Hi there, Chris here. I have another Baldwin cylinder here, and Baldwin has these nice keys and it has pretty good bitting. What this video is about is making challenge and practice locks. In video number 51, I showed a Baldwin. Is it around here? I think it is. Hold on. I showed this guy and I used Sparrows check pins as a way of, here we go, these guys, as a way of just an easy way to start making challenge and practice locks. You just use their driver pins, and it's kind of amazing how challenging it can be. This time I have used some munitions pins from Sparrows, and they're great pins as well. So we'll try and pick into this, and we'll look and see what I put in there and see where to put them that they will do you the most good, be active in there. So first we'll pick it if I can. It is a bit of a challenge, but it's great practice. In this way, using these pins, these Sparrows pins, you can get a quick start at working on these practice locks. So I'm not getting a whole lot of feedback. Nor am I getting false sets. So far, this lock is holding up well. May have to use a different pick. I think I got a set there in 4. Working on 5, not going. It made it too much of a challenge. I didn't want to make too long a video, but we'll see. I think I only got 1 pin set with all that. I'm going to try the snake rake, see if I can't quickly set some things. And if not this, maybe another rake. Not happening. I'm going to try a worm. Just started to set things and lost my tension. When you're raking a lock or working it this way, as you work it and set pins, the lock will get firmer and firmer. The core, you'll feel the pins, the set pins will be solid. So it'll firm up quite a bit. And then, fix my tension, then you can go in and pick off the spools or whatever security pins you have in there. He said. I didn't set that many though. I have picked this. All right, I'm feeling movement on the cord and we haven't opened. Oh my goodness. Anyway, all right. We will take and gut this, and I'll show you what's inside of it. Try and do this quickly. All right. And you don't have to use, look out, you don't have to use a Baldwin cylinder. You can use just about any cylinder. I choose these Baldwins because they have pretty good tolerances, so that will help out with it being a more difficult lock to pick. I would stay away from quick sets because they have a lot of construction holes that your security pins are going to get stuck in and be very annoying. Makes it harder to gut. But any medium security cylinder with fairly good tolerances and not a bunch of construction holes in it would be a good choice. So where we go? Here we are. So again, here's the key and everything. This is a nice choice because everything has to be picked and you have a lot of room here to put some good stuff. It's not even pinned to 6 and it was fairly difficult. So these are all standard pins. I'm not going to drop them, but I do want to show you. I want to put it in this little holder and I want to show you how to test out your pins before you put your lock together. So I'll come in here and gut this. Okay, this is number 1. Which looks like a bullet. Oh, well, it helps if you take the shim out. Number 2, come on. There's another cool bullet type lock. Get my shim. There we go. Still in camera. There's a third type. God, I can't see. Here we go. That's just a, is that a spool? That's just a standard spool. So that does not come with the munition set, but you might have one around from another lock. We have a standard in 5, and that would be it. All these springs are standard, and I won't bother dumping all those out, but so you can pick through these different type. Let me zoom in here, get everybody so this will work. All right, you can pick through these pins, where are they, and put in different styles of them. I don't have one of these pellets in here because this is one hell of a pin, as you might be able to imagine, because it gives you all kinds of strange feedback, and it really wants to hang up on this short point that's on there. I mean, that's just a fantastic pin. And that's also in that set. So you have your core, and what you see here, you can, if you have a little holder, you can put this in, and that standard will give you key control. And as you put this in here, you'll see as you start picking, you're going to get a lot of action out of that spool. You're going to have action on this as this one, let's get a little closer here, as this one comes up. it's going to catch on this little T-pinish part of it. Get back in there, spool. Well, you're not going in. And here you have a reduced point. These are very fine pins. They have all kinds of details on them. Come here. Get in there. And you can see that's going to be very active, as well as this one too. So that will give you quite a bit of challenge in this lock. And you can, you know, practice on it and improve your skills. This is a simple way. Now, so far we have done nothing to the cores or the Bibles, but if you can imagine, if you have some threading, let's get this guy up here. If you have some threading, maybe in the Bible or in the core on some of these little serrations and guys are going to stick like crazy and make it really difficult to clear those. Especially this guy. This pellet is super. Anyway, this way you can start making your own practice locks, get better. You don't have to spend 50 bucks for a mini lathe, but I may show that a mini lathe later, so you can make your own pins. See, I'll just grab a pin here. This is something I made on the mini lathe. Where are we? And I've made pin setups. That looks like a standard T-pin. I think this is more what I've made on the lathe. And if I have a little hole pin somewhere or a Suki tick off with it, I'm not seeing one. Anyway, you drill a hole through the pin and you put that in there, and it's great. So that's about what I have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you like, hit the like button and subscribe. And any comments, love comments. So I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.